This is a product video for Excel's Dual Cutter Precision Knife. On the front side of the package, the product name can be found, along with the knife in clear, sealed plastic. On the back side of the packaging, more information can be found, including safety guidelines, as well as Excel contact information, including address and URL. The dual cutter can also be purchased in a hard plastic shell case for safe storage, and here you can see the unique double blade setup that can be used for a wide variety of applications. The container also holds one set of replacement blades. The width of the blades of the Excel dual cutter can be adjusted by simply turning the knob on the side. This allows the user to get the desired width needed, with a minimum and maximum being 0.12 to 0.63 inches. The two replacement blades come in a sealed clear container for safe storage and have an easy to remove red top. To replace dual blades, the first step is to fully unscrew the adjustment knob and place it in a safe location. To release the blades, the key is to press the front close together to even out the angle. This allows the blade and the screw to slide out easily. A good tip is to mark the used blades with a Sharpie or dispose of them immediately. To reinsert the new blades, press the front close together again, place one blade on the screw and slide it into the two holes. Insert the second blade, then reattach the knob and screw it back tight. One use for the Excel dual cutter is on window perforation, which needs to be cut away from the molding. Cutting the gap by hand can be risky, as installers can cut the rubber, or if they use the wrong type of blade, they can cut the glass. Also, the final results will be less than professional, as the long cut will most likely be uneven. The Excel dual cutter can be set up so one blade runs next to the rubber molding. This will keep the cut straight. The knife should be held perpendicular to the window, and a finger can be used to balance the knife during the cut. The carbon steel blades will not cut the glass in most cases when it's held at a 10 to 20 degree angle from the surface. However, installers should avoid peaking the blade. This most often happens at the end of the cut. Here, at the beginning, the installer has open space behind the cut. However, at the end, the frame blocks the pull. The key is to switch the direction of the cut around 4 to 8 inches from the end. Getting into this habit will ensure the right angle and safe cuts. Because of the ability to adjust the width of the gap of the blades, installers can adapt to different types of windows and client expectations. Once the cut is made, if the window perforation is being installed outside, clear edge seal tape should be applied, half on the window perforation and half on the window. This will hold and seal the edge, which ensures long-term durability. Be sure to apply the horizontal runs first, then the vertical runs. The reason is to keep the edge of the overlap vertical to minimize dirt and moisture buildup. And here is a shot of the final result. The Excel dual cutter can also be used on vehicles for roll-up windows. The install method is standard Protocol. Create a temporary hinge, squeegee to all sides, and then, before cutting, make sure the perforation is tucked safely into the rubber moldings with no tension. Before cutting, the installer can adjust the width of the blades. In most cases, 1/4 of an inch gap is sufficient. Make the cuts following a 360-degree workflow. This will ensure that all edges are cut cleanly away before removing the excess perforation. Because of the angles of the rubber molding, using a finger to balance the knife can help ensure a safe, even cut. Another valuable use of the Excel dual cutter is to make custom stripes that can be used on all types of wraps, especially vehicles. Here, the edge of the mirror has been cut short and a strip of carbon needs to be cut. A scrap is taken to a cutting table and the dual cutter makes a long cut, which results in a perfectly symmetrical strip. This is then placed half on the wrap film and half on the paint, which holds and seals, ensuring long-term durability. For a color change wrap, instead of loading film into a plotter and cutting strips, a scrap is placed on a cutting table, and the Excel dual cutter creates the desired number of strips quickly and easily. These strips can be cut away at any width so they can adapt to where they are needed on the vehicle. In this case, they are being used to get further coverage and hold any stress on the compound curves. This method of making strips and having the dual cutter from Excel is particularly useful for installers working on location. The Excel dual cutter can also help in avoiding having to remove tricky hardware in a vehicle. Here, the wrap film was cut short of the window molding and the desired width of the dual cutter set. A strip of carbon film is cut out on a cutting table, then applied to the vehicle. The strip of carbon gets tucked under the molding easily for full coverage, yet the window molding didn't have to be removed. The carbon strip matches the door handle for extra customization, and removals in 2 years are easy. The Excel dual cutter can also be used to cut inlay or overlay strips for deep recessed areas. This will help ensure full coverage without overstretching the film. Here, the exact width of the recessed area was adjusted to the dual cutter. A strip was cut out and then applied. The wrap film is applied over the entire door with the film bridging the gap, and then it's cut and dropped. The film is then squeegeed into the recessed area over the inlay strip, and a finger and a squeegee help seal the deal. This creates a paint-like effect easily, and it can be done on location, which is key. The final benefit of using the XL Dual Cutter to make strips for vehicle wraps is the ability to customize them easily. Here, using a combination of dark and light blue strips on the body creates a unique look. On this urban camo overlay, wide light blue strips and thin white strips were cut out on location and applied to highlight the lines. And for this short-term wrap, holiday colors were applied over the green to create a custom look that can easily be removed without damaging the underlaying wrap. When using the XL Dual Cutter, the blade is live at all times, as it is not retractable, so either keep it in the custom container both during the install and in a tool bag, or wrap the ends in excess vinyl and label sharp to avoid accidents. For more information on the XL Dual Cutter, you can go to these social media pages or this URL. On the website, you will find information on all XL products. For the Dual Cutter specifically, go to Shop Now, then click on the box Light. Scroll down to the bottom and click on the second page. Here you will find two options, one with the Dual Cutter and the other for the Dual Cutter and Replacement Blades. The XL Dual Cutter can be purchased directly on the site, and here are the options for payment. They can also be purchased at distributors, which can be found by going to the bottom of the page, which opens up a map with pins for available locations. This has been a product video for XL's Dual Cutter, proudly produced by the Rep Institute.